What's up, winners? This is hard to watch. Just look at Megan's expression. Does that look like a charming expression right there? Again, that's a random pause, but we're going to run through this quick because it's terrible.
Of course, will expand to meet that same demand and that,
Basically,
interest, which I'm
everyone
grateful
loves her,
for.
So
everyone
talk me
needs
through
her
that
jam,
partnership a
blah,
little
blah,
bit, because so many people, when they start, they're either bootstrapping or they're going out and raising money. You did actually what I did, which was to take a partner. So what does that look like for you right now?
Yes.
Weird.
Well, their consumer products goods division has typically done lots of merchandise and bespoke and interesting brand work, but for pre-existing shows.
Right. So it's like a Stranger Things, like the top titles.
Yeah, Stranger
BS. So she does drop shipping. She has some random company that makes her garbage spread, legally not jam, and then sends it. And they have like a really bad rating on the Better Business Bureau. So it's basically she didn't do anything. She did the laziest possible business.
Yeah.
Bridgerton. So
That's
you
it.
could easily go Bridgerton, Regency era, go and do an incredible collaboration with Pat McGrath or do something with Liberty of London with that thematic. So where things were different with me, of course, is that it wasn't a brand that was established. It was my ideation and doing it with them. We're developing it as we're going. And so I think, as you know, in building brands, it doesn't happen overnight. It can't happen overnight. I guess the difference was with me is that
Megan the Guru.
so much of that work that can typically be done behind the scenes for most founders, there's just so much curiosity that you...
This word founder makes me so annoyed. So annoyed. I just don't like this whole thing about it's all about the word. Like, I'm a founder. It's about what you are. I'm a founder. Like, I just call myself what I want to be. It's about what you're called and who you know, not about what you do.
building the plane while and flying it at the same time, but you're still in the building phase. You just don't get to build in quiet.
Well, it's a gift and a curse, right? It's one of those things where there must be a part of you that's like, great, there's an interest in what I'm doing, but
Yes.
there's
Like,
also
there's
just
something
such
about
scrutiny.
Her talking like, yeah, it's like she's yelling in your face. Am I wrong here?
What you're doing.
There's a lot of focus on every detail and every moment of quiet.
Do you every single moment quiet, not
Everything.
quiet, and everything?
It
in
really
between?
does. It
Look
really.
how weird the expressions are. So you notice Megan is trying so hard to be impressive, so hard. You notice her expressions every time I pause it. She so badly wants to be like, believe me, I'm great.
Gamut, but at the same time, what a blessing that it creates and generates so much buzz and so much show. So I think that changes it because it's not as though you're jumping in with people that you don't know, which a lot of founders, I think, to your point, if they are looking for partnership, for capital, whether it's private equity, VC, or a partner in this way that I have, that's a very big relationship to take on.
It really is.
But if you have rapport running up to it, it does adjust it a little bit because you have a shorthand.
Yeah. And where are the lines? Like, what are you doing versus what are they doing? Because I imagine, especially when it's something that's so close to your heart and something that you clearly take a lot of pride in, how are you able to make sure that the product is what you want it to be, the brand is what you want it to be? Because there's a lot of compromise when it comes to partnerships. And
Yes.
I say this to founders all the time, right? When you give something, you have to imagine that something's coming back. And
Yes.
so what does that partnership actually look like?
About nothing.
The fact that they trust my final judgment is great on what I want to put out there. But equally, one of the things I've...
Yeah, they trust me because I'm so good. Ugh, her ego is so big. What do you mean? The people you're hiring to make your product trust you? Yeah, when I go to McDonald's and I order a burger at the grocery store, they trust me to give me the food that I bought because I'm just so great.
From the onset,
Partnering with Netflix.
I love being part of the creative process. It's important.
Look at her. I don't think she's buying what Megan's selling. All right, everyone. Thanks.